Welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution episode here on the Jurassic Park Podcast. You guys are with me, Tom, again, and we're going to jump straight back into where we left off and look at getting some more dinosaurs on our Isla Nublar. So I'm thinking today we're going to hatch some more herbivores, and then maybe, just maybe, we will hatch the 2 Indo dinosaurs. I'm really excited to start populating this park, start finishing it off. I'm really happy with how it's looking at the moment, and it's been a lot of fun. And the nice thing with this is I'm going to document this, and then after we've got this park documented, I might actually delete it and start afresh with a new park. So we can definitely do some more content here on Isla Nublar if that is something that you guys are interested in. So we're going to hatch some Stegosauruses right off the bat for that bigger paddock we've got. Going to get them hatching. Probably we'll hatch 4, see what their comfort levels are like. While they hatch, we're going to just quickly put another ranger station in. We're going to put one down at the far end here. Have it angled out like that, I think, so that the rangers can respond quickly to the enclosures. Put it like that. There we go, that managed to flatten a lot of the land as well, which is useful. We're going to then bring a path back up to the top, just so we've got it all connected obviously as we need to. Put that there, I think. And then we've got space for another enclosure here. So we'll probably make this, I'm thinking maybe a Stygimoloch enclosure, because I really like the Stygimoloch in this game. Bring that up to there, bring it nice and close, and bring it down. It's really useful having these fences set up as the backdrop as well, actually, as it makes it nice and easy to put things in, which is always handy. So I think that will be a nice size for a Stygimoloch enclosure. Well, maybe actually, do you know what? We'll maybe use a little bit more of the space here, just because we've got it. We might as well give them a little bit more space. So we'll grab a hold of this, bring it down here. Now, one thing I should say as well, guys, is this isn't about getting a park with a high star rating. It's kind of me just getting creative, putting together what I want to put together, and then seeing how well it does. So we're not really too concerned about the star rating on this park. It's more just about playing with the sandbox tools, having fun, and seeing what we can put together. So we are making a Stygimoloch enclosure. Got our Stegosauruses hatching nicely. We're going to put the gate in probably here, actually. Nice little space there for a ranger vehicle to fit in. Double access to this enclosure, I reckon, because it's so big. Maybe put another access point up here. Oh, we can't build anywhere there. That's probably because the path is so close. There we go. So that's that all nicely set up. That's another enclosure set up again. I think the Styggies like a little bit more in the way of trees. So we'll put that in, see what they think of that. Add some shrubs. Just get it looking a bit nicer. Again, put a little bit of water in here. Yeah, do you know what that will do? Nice little patch of water there. We'll see if they're comfortable with it, we'll keep them in here. If not, we'll maybe find a different enclosure for them. So that's that all set up. It's looking good. How much more room do we have? Quite a bit, actually. So I think next, once we get some dinosaurs hatched and in here, we'll start putting together more of the kind of carnivore enclosures that we want to have. So how are we looking with our Stegosauruses? Doing alright? Not doing badly. Also, I think we're also actually maybe going to hatch a couple of Edmontosaurs. We're going to see what the Struffies are looking like, if they're happy in this enclosure. Alright, they are. Cool. So we might hatch some more dinosaurs to go in there as well then. Maybe a couple of Edmontosauruses once the Stegosauruses are hatched. I really like the Innovation Centre and how it just sits in the middle of the park and almost lights up. Looks really nice. Yeah. I'm really happy with the sandbox on this game, I have to say. It feels quite, I don't know, very, very open. You can basically do whatever you want within reason. So if you've played the game and you understand how the game works, then you can use those mechanics to do whatever you want within, you know, the style of the game, which is really, really cool. I'm thinking this might be a Spinosaur paddock, just because I see the water. I like the idea of having the Spinosaur in the far corner, but we'll have a play with it, we'll see what we think. So our hatchery's ready. We've got our 4 Stegosauruses all ready to be hatched. Got ACU on standby to deal with this.
Confirming task.
We'll just get these all ready to be dealt with, and then we will go from there. So, what herbivores would you guys like to see me add in?
Request acknowledged.
If you guys let me know what herbivores you want me to add to the park, I can look at adding them in. Although what I will say is a lot of this series will be recorded in kind of one sitting. Actually, yeah, what we're going to do is do most of this series in one sitting, just so I know that we've got the series locked down and ready to release. But if it proves popular, and if you guys like it, if you guys want to see more of it, then we can always come back to Nublar at a later date and really look at doing stuff that you guys can interact with, and more recording as you're watching as opposed to recording a lot of stuff in advance for you. So it really will depend kind of how you guys receive this series, if you want more like this, if you want more fan interaction with the series, if you guys want to have more influence on what's going on. We'll just play it by ear really and see what you guys enjoy, because ultimately, you know, we all love Jurassic Park. We make this content because we enjoy these films and we enjoy doing stuff to do with them, but we also make this content because we enjoy being able to share stuff with people who are likely to enjoy it as well. So, yeah, it's definitely that side of it. Did we have our 4th Stegosaurus? There we go. Right, so we'll get these guys dropped in here, see what they're thinking. Gonna hatch a couple more Edmontosauruses. Or a couple of Edmontosauruses, I should say, since we've not hatched them yet. That Suki and Mimus, I just noticed, looks really, really nice. We might try and get a couple of them in. So that's our Edmontosauruses hatching. And I also think we're going to put some Gallimimus in that little enclosure. Where's our galleys? You guys are probably looking at me right now like, Tom, you've gone straight past it. I've definitely gone past it. Oh well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? So there's our Gallimimuses as well, so we'll get them hatching to go in the paddock. So, we've got lots of air vehicles flying around doing their thing. It's probably going to be worth us making this a little bit more accessible for people. I didn't actually realise the park was open. That's interesting. Did not realise that. What we're going to do is put in some accommodation, because guests want somewhere that they can stay that's near the access point, so they can access the park, instantly go to their accommodation. So we're going to put in like a little hotel district here, I think.
Asset delivered.
Put those in there. Get this nice big path to continue along. I really like having this path here. So that's, yeah, cool. Curving towards carnivore territory. Do we have room for maybe one more hotel?
Asset has been delivered.
I feel like we do, but I don't really want to overdo it, you know? Alright, cool, we got some dinosaurs ready for this. Do you know what? We might put another hotel in, we'll see, we'll see.
Transportation
That's nicely
complete.
set up. What can we put in amenities wise? So it'd be nice to maybe have some shops along here. Because obviously, you know, hotel guests, they're going to want shops, they're going to want food, they're going to want things to do. It's probably worth putting a bar in as well. I mean, whenever you go to a hotel, there's usually a bar, right? Right, we'll leave that as that for now. We'll keep this off. And what terrain are we in now? Okay, so we definitely want to start putting her carnival products in. We're actually going to try this as well. We're going to make it a nice thick path and fill these up. I don't really like how the path is sitting on a slope. I might try and flatten that out actually. Let's see. Can I raise this up? No. Can I lower this down? Yes. Can I then smooth it all out? Yeah, do you know what? That'll do. That looks nice. So right, we've got hotels. How are we looking in terms of our island rating? Dare I look? Great capacity. So we're great on all of those actually, it's just our dinosaur rating, which makes sense. So we'll look at getting some more dinosaurs hatched in. How are the Stegosauruses settling in? They're not comfortable. What's up? What's up? Come on, tell me what's up. You've not got enough social, so you need more Stegosauruses. Okay, that's cool. We'll get these guys out into the holding pen. Get them tranked and taken to their enclosure, and once they're in their enclosure we'll hatch some more Stegosauruses and we'll get them put in with the others so they're a little bit happier. I have to admit I'm really excited to pick up the Doctor Wu DLC for this game. At the time of recording all these episodes it just came out fairly recently. You guys will have seen it on the home screen and it looks really, really cool. It looks like it has a lot of potential. It adds some new hybrids which are always exciting. You know, they're quite an important factor for both Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and it looks like a really, really fun DLC that adds some interesting customization options as well. And I think kind of seeing that content has given us an idea of the kind of scope for the content we're going to get for Evolution, which is quite exciting. I'm definitely interested to see what kind of content Frontier add in the future. I think there's the opportunity to add a lot of stuff maybe relating to Jurassic Park, Isla Nublar, The Lost World, and even just like new buildings and things. I'm getting quite creative. I think that the fact that we've got the fan favourite Trudon, or Trodon, I can never remember how to pronounce it, in this DLC is quite exciting. So yeah, it will definitely be an interesting one to pick up for sure. Right, it looks like one of our Stroofies is being held inside the hatchery because we've mucked up and we've tranquilized somebody straight outside it. Rookie error, I should have known that would happen. But yeah, we'll get these guys over to their paddock anyway. And then we'll start building some more paddocks over here.
En route to pick up the asset.
I'm really, really enjoying just having the time to put together everything I want to put together, as opposed to having to do things in accordance with contracts and things. Right, we'll hatch these guys. I'm not really interested in hatching the hybrids just yet, purely because they're gonna potentially be a pain. I mean, I've said it so they can't break out, but I don't think it would be smart to hatch the hybrids until everything else is in place, you know? So we're going to keep the Indoraptor and the Indominus Rex for the very end. So, how are we looking?
Asset transit.
You guys are still going to be annoyed, yep. You guys are chill though, wicked. Got some hotels in place. Got those on their way. Do I need to do a transport team? Probably. Right, so we'll get those down in their enclosure. We'll wait for the new Stegosauruses. Once they hatch, we'll put them in their enclosure. And then I think we're going to end it there for this episode. Next episode I want to hatch the Stegosaurus. And also maybe add some more amenities around these enclosures that we're in. So is everything being transported? Nope, that's still being held. Fantastic. That's the one issue I have. Sometimes you can tranquilise things in front of doors, and obviously it makes sense that they're not going to let a dinosaur out when something's being tranked right inside of it, but it could just be a little bit frustrating. And my beautiful Gallimimuses, I'm so sorry, I've been calling you Stroofies this entire time, but you're not. You're a Gallimimus. What have I done? Don't even know my own dinosaurs in my own park.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Right, so let's see how our Stegosauruses are doing. Oh, I hatched 3. Didn't realise I did that. Okay then, we may have just hatched too many. Is this the... Oh, wicked! So the latest update adds a leader of a group. So you can see here, this is the Alpha Stegosaurus. So he's in charge of the group and he is not happy. Cool, that's interesting to note. Do we have an alpha in here at all? No, so it looks like more just with like herd dinosaurs like Stegosauruses. So I wouldn't imagine you'd get an alpha with a Struthiomimus or a Gallimimus, to be honest. They're quite laid back creatures. But it's just something that's interesting to consider. Are you happy? You chill? Yeah, good. The Edmontosaurus is beautiful. I never really knew much about this dinosaur before Evolution, but it's just gorgeous. Absolutely love the colour scheme of it. And actually something we'll probably try and do once the park is complete is our final episode. I'm thinking we'll do like a cinematic showcase, so try and get some really funky looks at like panning shots across the park, things like that. We do have to get a little bit creative because you can't turn off HUDs or anything like that, which is quite unfortunate, so we will have to get a little bit creative with how we shoot it, but I think it's definitely something that we can have some fun with, so we'll definitely look at doing that.
Asset transportation complete.
So, sorry guys, I completely zoned out there. I was just watching the things count down. We're looking quite good. I like the way we've got these like bisecting paths going across the park as well, and everything feels sectioned off. I've tried to kind of do it akin to something like Disneyland. So I know Brad is a massive Disneyland fan, so hopefully Brad, you'll appreciate that. But I've really tried to like sector it off and coordinate into sectors that would make sense. It's kind of like themed zones and things. So this kind of your zoo zone. Then we'll probably do a little bit more of a kind of intimidating area over here for the carnivore zone. I kind of feel like having carnivores close to the hotels was an idiot decision in retrospect. But you know, we're just going to have to deal with it. It's all good. It's all good, guys. We're fine. Famous last words right there. It's all good. Nothing's going to go wrong. Oh, everyone's dead. Just get our ACU chopper on standby.
Request acknowledged.
Get these dinos tranked and out of the way.
No problem.
Please do not trank him right there. Please do not trank him right in front of the door again. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Acknowledged.
Okay, it's still opening, so we're good. Right, so we'll get these over in their paddock, and then we will call it a day. Yeah. Next episode, I'm thinking we'll hatch some Triceratops to go in with them. Maybe some Sinoceratops. We'll see what the kind of social score is looking like, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to take a quick look and make sure everyone's still happy with the number of facilities we've got. Yep, cool. So it's just the dinosaurs we need to get up. Wicked. So yeah, we can definitely look after these guys and make sure we've got plenty of dinos. Just making sure we've got enough feeders in, actually. It might be worth popping another one in here. I have said it, as you guys saw in the earlier episodes, that the feeders are full all the time. But you still need enough of them for the species of dinosaurs you're going to have in your paddock, you know? Got to keep these guys fed. Cool, so that'll do. That's right. We'll put a couple more feeders in here as well, actually, because why not, you know? I mean, John Hammond spared no expense, right, guys? And plus it would look... I think that's kind of cool, actually, having a couple near where the watering hole is. Right, so that's those in. We'll wait for our Stegosauruses to get delivered, make sure everyone's happy and content, and we will call it a day. Oh man, I love the soundtrack for this game as well. I know the guys from Frontier were actually nominated for an award for the sound in this game, and I think it's just so well done. It is, like, incredibly well done. I imagine none of these shops are making much money because it doesn't look very popular at the moment. That's unfortunate, but it's more an aesthetic thing than anything else anyway, so it's fine. That's the nice thing, you don't have to worry about making profit here, so you can get a little bit creative. You can make things that are more visually appealing or less visually appealing, as long as you keep some of the core concepts in mind, really.
Delivery complete.
Right, okay, wicked. They've got enough population now. We'll take a nice little look at these guys. And we will leave that there for today's episode, guys. So, I really hope you've enjoyed this series so far. I've had an absolute ton of fun working on it so far, and I'm really enjoying experimenting with Nublar. So be sure to come back, we'll do more soon, and yeah, I can't wait to start the next episode, guys, so I'll catch you later.